as you can see, I got myself a nice new wee toy and a new introduction. Hope you all enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm having fun. I've made wee own personal labels for each of these wee buttons here. In the way of sorting myself out and which one I'm going to use. But these are the main ones that I've got so far. Loving this little setup. Like this wee purple bit and this wee zip light thing. It works perfectly with the Xbox. So it's quite good. But yeah, tiny bit of dust on it so far. It's brand new. I'm loving every minute. I've got the latest update and that's the settings and everything I use there. So without further ado, I'll show you what settings I have on the sim. Some of them are here and some of them are not because I'd created profiles and then realised that my sim had crashed and most of them never saved properly. So I've just left the ones that I need at the moment that are the most important. I think there's a couple hat switches and a couple of my wee, what do you call it, the wee knob type ones, so I need to still set up a couple of them, but that'll be in the process. But this is the main ones if anybody wants to take a wee look. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll show you the sensitivity bit because that's everybody's change bits and I think it's all different preferences for this bit now. So I like is this the pull back the elevator at -42, and then my turning round is this one which is -15, which is my aileron. The roll banking version of it, I think that's that axis. And then down here the 11 is for my trim wheel, sorry, just try to remember what that was. It was my trim wheel and the 11. So that's the settings I tend to use all the time. That one there must be my throttle. I have, what you can see there, I've still got my rudders connected with my HOTAS. So I just made a wee profile just with the rudders only, which I think you've seen earlier on. So I think what we'll do here is we'll take ourselves up in the air and fly manually. And by gosh, is it hard when you've got more buttons and things to play with. It's more simulative. So it's been taking me a few tries here to actually learn how to fly a plane using a yoke and more buttons and things. So I'm going to try and do a pattern here as the best I can. Remember, I'm no expert at this, so it's not going to be perfect. But I think we can give it a go. And hopefully it all works perfectly to a plan. That's me just setting my instruments up. I did have a setting that you could move across with the hat switch. Like I said, it all seems to have disappeared from the profiles, which I'll need to go back and sort because I have changed them quite a few times. So I think it's just a case on time of recording and if I had them in. I'll do a better version for you later on. But this was just a little introduction to show you my new toy and how much fun I'm having. So I've got my wee basic plane, the plane I always like to fly in, my wee 82. And we're somewhere over in Florida, in Tampa, where I like to fly these days. So this is me using my rudder pedals because I've got live weather and things on. So I'm just trying to contradict a wee bit of weather issues, bring myself onto the runway. I'm going to try and do this the best I can because I've had to learn how to trim, I've had to learn how to do everything all from scratch again. So hopefully that was a nice lift off and we're getting okay. I don't want to use my yoke too much here, I want to use my trim wheel to try and get myself set out. So I will get myself sorted here. So I've got my landing gear up, myself going round. I think we're at the right kind of speedish. Hopefully we're climbing nicely. Looks as though we are. I've not got much pressure on my yoke. release most of it and let the trim wheel do its job. It seems to be running okay. I do love all these wee extra buttons and the simulation part of it. I can see why everybody likes this yoke. Or more versions of a peripherals to use, so it's quite good. I'm just readjusting myself again because I think what I've done, did I bring out some of the power? I don't know what I've done, but I must have knocked myself slightly. So I'm just trying to retrim because I don't want to climb too high as well. 2000, 1500, 2000 is probably about my aim. Maybe I shouldn't climb up as high as that, but I'm technically just flying outwards here just so I can get a good turning to ground in a pattern. That's my aim. Around about the 700, 800 mark, which we're at. I'm going to start turning. I can't remember all the names for this pattern. All I'm planning to do is fly up in the air, turn round, come alongside the runway on the way back, and then turn round and fly back in again. That's my aim. That's what a pattern does round a wee rectangle. But whether I'm doing it correctly, whether I'm doing the right bit at the right time, I don't care. I'm learning still, remember. So I'm in the air and I'm controlling my plane, and that's all that matters to me. As long as I don't come crashing down, I'm happy. And at the moment,
Yankee, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tampa Tower Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee frequency change. Tampa approach Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee is type C182 RG 5 miles northwest of Tampa 1,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee Tampa approach. Squawk 72 Tree.
Squawk 72 Tree Uniform Zulu Yankee.
Uniform Zulu Yankee radar contact 5 miles northwest of Tampa 1,500 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Uniform Zulu Yankee.
okay, so we were maintaining a wee turn there and still coming round while ATC was doing the job. Co-pilot, but I'm hopefully this is me trying to look out to see where the runway is, and I think that's us coming alongside the runway now, and I came over a bit too far. So what I'm going to do is just try to run parallel towards it, straighten myself out a wee bit, just so we've got a good base leg to turn round on, and we can get ourselves back in again. I think I was trying to, at the moment, just trying to control my plane at this point. Trying to make sure that everything was okay. I wasn't climbing too high, because I've noticed now I've got up to the 2000 AGL, was it AGL, for ground level. So I don't want to go any higher than this. So I'm trying to keep myself either levelled out, or in a wee minute I think I try and start bringing myself down a wee bit. Because I don't want to be turning down. What if I, I'm being too high? And as you can see, I'm not using much my yoke to control the plane. I'm trying to use the trim wheel, which is normal. So it's quite good. I think that's the runway that we're trying to come into. So it doesn't look as though we're running parallel at the moment, so I maybe just need to venture out just a wee bit, just so we've got a good turning method to come into final and come down properly. So we'll guide ourselves over just a wee bit. That's what I'll do in a wee minute or two, I think. So I'm still coming at angle.
Tampa approach on 124.905. Good day.
124.905 Uniform Zulu Yankee. Goodbye. Tampa approach Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee 1,900 feet.
Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee Tampa approach altimeter 30.04 radar contact continue.
I'm also trying to bring the plane down a wee bit because I know that when we're going to turn round we're going to need to be down a reasonable pace to come onto the runway. Now that I've ventured out a wee bit, hopefully we should get the turning method right round here. We've done enough, hopefully. Just be small adjustments, but this is what I've got to get used to because I've been used to the Lotus for too long. And I love using this new yoke. It's much more realistic. And I think these settings that I showed you at the start seem to be working okay. Well, for my method at the moment anyway. I might change them in future, I don't know, but at the moment they seem to be okay. Even though I'm turning the wheel, well, the yoke with the aileron to the side, the roll banking, it's not really replicating it in the sim that much because I'm hardly moving it, but it's so I don't overcompensate because that's what I like. Just found these settings are just perfect enough for me at the moment. Maybe small adjustments so you can see me moving it slightly on the sim, which is not too bad. Let's get ourselves lined up for this runway.
Uniform Zulu Yankee contact Tampa approach on 118.15. Good day.
Going to 118.15 Uniform Zulu Yankee. Tampa approach Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee 900 feet.
Bravo Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee Tampa approach altimeter 30.02 radar contact continue.
Yeah, I think I've brought the RPMs down just a little too much at the moment. And I think what happens at this stage here is I end up going down too low and not being properly. So instead of having to pull the yoke upwards to compensate, remember my training, when you want altitude, you add a little bit more power. It was me trying to level off a wee bit first. Maybe I don't need to do that, I don't know, but I was trying to level off at that stage. And then a wee bit closer on when I realise how low I'm actually getting, add power, which is there, just to get us back up altitude. I'm pretty certain that was for training, because if you pitch up you'll end up stalling, I think. So I don't want to come in too hot and heavy either. So hopefully I've done that correctly and I've remembered correctly. And I thought I was aiming for the runway, but I've actually realised very late on that I'm actually heading for the centre of the runways. Of course I am. So I'll put myself over to this side. I don't know which runway that is, it's coming in. I'm not bother looking, I'm just going to use it. So I think that's just lined up nicely, and this is live weather, remember, so I might be getting pulled to the side just a wee bit. Hopefully not too much, because I don't see much wind on that wind socket start, so hopefully I'm not too bad. I'm coming in okay. Is that the pappies? Oh, look, the pappies too white, too red. Yes! They're there. That's what I like to see. So am I coming in nicely here? Am I coming in nicely? Looks like it. Let's land. Let's land nicely. Oh, I'll take that. It's a New Yoke, I'll take that. It was manual all the way. I think that was pretty good going actually. For a few tries. I'm sure all experienced people will tell me otherwise, but yeah, I quite liked that. Quite enjoyed this wee sort of trainer flight, showing off my new toy, and hopefully maybe in the next group flights or so I'll be using it and I'll have happy fun flying alongside with it. So as I'm just pulling in here at the side, I'm just going to park up and I'm going to say cheerio everyone, and until my next little video, I'll see you all again soon.